Those who wait on the Lord will mount
Hey,
up.
everybody, this is Coon Prairie Ramblers here, and we're waiting on the Lord because Irma's on her way.
Irma
Yeah.
who?
Irma Mombeck.
Irma Bond. Well, she's dead, though. She better not be showing
she's
up.
not coming back. Anyway, this is the Coon Prairie Ramblers here, and we're circled up and ready to fly. Yeah.
And who's here
Put the hammer
today?
down. We got the KC and the Moonshine Gang over there.
So far.
Yeah, so far. And it was his chauffeur. And we got
Chauffeur.
Luke, the Rebel Without a Clue.
Ready to rock and ready to roll.
And me, the amiable, affable, mailman, Fleetfoot, debonair,
Self-described.
urbane.
Yada, yada, yada.
And we got Jack behind the glass.
That's right.
And he just waved at us.
All right.
and Yeti is somewhere in the building.
Have you heard the news?
Oh, what?
Doctor,
Say
give
what?
me some news.
There's a hurricane brewing. Not brewing, it's brewed. It has brewed in the Atlantic. Irma.
Yeah.
And when I left the house, this is what's incredible. It's a Category 5 with sustained winds.
Right now?
Sustained winds of 175 miles an hour. But
What?
you know,
What you talking about,
that's,
Willis?
that's the highest rating there is.
Well, he's going to blow himself out then.
Jump back, Daddy Rabbit.
They say that if it hits us,
Yeah.
it'll probably be down to a 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah.
Which still is nothing to laugh about. Not anything to blow off.
Yeah.
No pun
We'll get
intended.
blown away if we ain't careful.
Do y'all remember
The year that
Hurricane
Clayton Delaney
Charlie when
died.
people were scared to stay in their houses, so they fled to the Turner Center?
Yeah.
Boy, what a mistake that was.
Sometimes you're better off to stay
We got
where
pictures of
you're at.
that.
And what happened at that Turner Center?
It blew the roof off that place.
It's a large agri-center, for those of you who don't know what it is. It's supposed to seat, 4,000 people or something. But it was blown to smithereens, and the people in there thought they were going to die when the roof was ripping
Oh, I
back.
can't imagine being there.
They was terrified. They was
Well,
stampeded from one end of the building to the other.
It was built to withstand
X
a
amount,
hurricane, X amount, but I guess this was over the
a
X.
smaller category.
Double X.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I tell you what. I mean, they supposedly reinforced it to where it's stronger now. So I don't know if it's a hurricane shelter, but if you stop and think, they're still in the process of not only building the rodeo arena, but also the new fire station. Mm-hmm. Those are in stages of completion.
Oh, and that fire station.
They're vulnerable. That's right.
Yeah, with those open.
That's exactly right. The wind getting that thing, and it may tear it to pieces.
I'm thinking about my chicken coop. I wonder if it can handle a hurricane.
You may have to bring them inside.
Really?
Yeah, have chickens running around the house.
No chicken inside.
Yeah, you will. I bet you will. Yeah, you will, because Carrie will make you do
No,
it.
they're
I was
going
gonna
to
say-
wild chickens.
If Mama says you're going to.
They're going to be real free range. They're going to wind up in Hardy County here somewhere.
Yeah, how fun. Well, KC, are you ready for this hurricane?
I am as ready as I can be. There's one thing I don't have. I wish I had.
Uh-oh.
I wish I had a generator.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a generator. Like I need one too.
You have one, Lukey?
I got one. I bought it
Lukey,
after
Lukey.
Charlie. It's never been used,
It probably won't run.
and I
Now.
don't even have any fuel for it.
Oh man,
Well, it's fuel. It's not a problem.
you're not ready.
Oh.
I've got a artesian well if I need water.
I have a pitcher pump on mine. Seriously,
I saw
I
it.
do. But I'm kind of proud of my son after Hurricane Charlie because a lot of people were hooking up their generators to their fuse boxes so that they didn't have to, run power cords out there and all that stuff.
I did that after
And-
the fact.
A lot of people didn't know how to do it,
Yeah.
and he did. And he would just do it for people for, free gratis. He didn't charge them. A lot of people run around charging people
Gratis.
$100 and $200, to do that. But he, he'll do things like that out of the goodness of his heart.
Somebody did come by and do it for me, but they didn't charge me.
Yeah, maybe it was him. Maybe it was him.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Could have been.
But
The angel underwear.
there's a lot of things we do need to make sure we do have. Fill up your bathtubs with water.
Yeah. What for?
Flush your toilet.
For water.
Oh,
You can flush your
you
toilet.
can flush
with
your
that.
toilet. You can take a bucket and dip it in there.
yeah.
And,
Dump it real
Make
fast.
sure you don't do it the other
and
way.
force it through away.
well, you could if you
Don't
wanted
use the bathroom
to.
in the bucket and then dump it in the bathtub. Yeah.
Well, if you're prone to poop in if you're prone to poop in your bathtub, you would probably do something.
The hurricane's gonna be the least of your worries. You one of them window lickers, ain't you?
Hurricanes around here to be efficient at that, adroit, and
Yeah.
and so you got to kind of relearn these things.
I don't know if there's any advantage or disadvantage between a hurricane and a tornado. I know the tornadoes that we get don't compare to the tornadoes that get out in the Midwest.
Them cyclones out there.
Those are bad daddies.
Twisters.
They'll just level a town.
I don't want to live out there.
But we have more forewarning,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we don't have the intensity. The winds are not usually as great in a hurricane, but the one thing about them is they're relentless.
Yeah.
I mean, you're sitting there minute after minute.
They don't play.
Minutes turn into hours, and you're still sitting there.
Well, they have those root cellars, and you get down in them because it might just snatch your house away.
Yeah, and then you get all of a sudden this lull, and everything seems so peaceful.
You're making me nervous.
And you want to go outside and look, and you do, and it is just, you think, well, it's over with. And then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, in a little bit,
Yeah.
here comes the other side of the storm.
Oh man.
Our mutual friend, Mr. Todd Backer, said during Charlie, he walked out there right during the fury of it. Oh, this ain't so bad. This ain't so bad. And he's looking at a trailer. He lives in a trailer park, and he's looking at a trailer there near his or whatever, and a tornado dropped down and said that thing just exploded right in front of his eyes.
Did he run back in the
He
house?
thought it might be time to go back in then.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did with Charlie. I sat on the back porch, and my wife came out there. She said, "You better get in this house."
What, and miss all this?
I want to watch it. And just about that, we had this big old oak tree out there with the big swooping down branches.
Probably a live
oak.
oak.
Yeah. It ain't alive anymore. But
Formerly live oak.
anyway, all of a sudden, a big gust of air came by and grabbed all the branches on one side and put them on the other side of that tree.
Did that get your attention?
Yeah, I think I'll be in pretty soon, honey.
I did that
heard
with
that.
Hurricane Donna. Me and my sister, so we're going to sit on the back porch and
Yeah, good
watch
luck with that.
the storm as it went by. And we were sitting there, and all of a sudden, big things started flying by. And we said, you know what? I think we're better off in the house.
What was that, 53 years ago, 4 years ago?
I don't remember.
1960.
Wow.
Long time.
57 years ago.
Long
I
time.
remember way back in, you was a little guy.
57
I was 11
years.
years old.
I was 5. But yeah. We were there at Nocatee.
I can remember during the eye of the storm, we were at our house, and during the eye of the storm, my grandfather probably lived about a mile from us. We drove over to his house
Yeah.
and checked on them, and then went back home again.
Then the rest of it came.
Yeah, you're good that you have that much time, but you got to make sure you get home before the
Isn't that
storm
amazing?
hits again.
But we're hoping we don't get this storm, of course. But if so, we're hoping everybody's going to be prepared. You've seen all the warnings you can see on television, in the newspaper. They're telling you what to do, what not to do, what to stock up on, and so forth. But if you're young and weren't even around when Charlie was here or lived somewhere else, you have no clue. All you know is what people tell you or whatever. I'm thinking, what are these millennials going to do, these real young ones who all they know is get on their little cell phones and text and tweet and Snapchat and Instagram and all this stuff? If they lose that power, I don't know if they're going to survive, because it's going to be like you cut their oxygen off. They're not going to know what to
Bring
do.
in some therapists.
That's exactly right. They're going to be lost as a goose.
I will be one of them.
There's no app on your cell phone that'll open a can of beans for you.
What we need to do
Yeah.
is, this is going to be the different one of the new modern difference between this and Charlie. If it does bust us open,
Yeah.
people are going to be Facebooking to the last.
Yeah.
I heard that.
I mean, we go, oh man, just blew my house away. I'm out in the yard.
I'm out in the yard. I'm on cell
Take a
phone.
cell phone. There it goes.
They're doing selfies, and here's the house flying by in the background, or whatever.
Man, this is a once in a lifetime thing here.
That's sad.
But we got to go buy some airtime or pay for some airtime.
Is it time already? I can't see for that screen there.
Yeah, we got to go
Spin
pay
that
for
screen around. I
airtime.
can't see Miss Yeti. There she is.
We got to.
Are we going?
We need
Are
to
we
get
going? Okay.